Good morning on this glorious and muggy day. We are back in Newton, Massachusetts, and we've made a lot of progress. Yesterday was a rain day. Monday, we had to cut the day short because of rain as well. But Mason and I did manage to get back here. We finished excavating the pond yesterday, got everything prepped, took another load of dirt home. And here we are. We've got our rock pad in place. This is our thickest, heaviest duty fabric. There's a lot of junk in the ground here. We've got trash, we've got glass, concrete debris, lots of gravel and rocks and poking things. So we're going extra padding on this one. Rock pad on the bottom. We're gonna do our liner on top of this, and then we've got a heavy duty fabric that's just a little bit thinner than this stuff. That'll go on top of the liner for extra protection as we place these massive boulders, which also came yesterday, by the way. We got 10 tons of big, glorious boulders for this project. So right now, we're moving some rocks around. We're getting this all nice and prepped. Mason's going around tamping on top of the rock pad, just in case any of those pokey rocks are showing their face, poking up out of the ground. Mason's going around tamping them, smashing them down into the ground to give us a nice, level, non-abrasive surface to build on. So everything is going well. It's very hot and sweaty. I'm getting sweat all over Sydney's microphone right now. Besides that, guys, we got a good day in store, so make sure you stay tuned. We're gonna be setting boulders today. So one of the questions we get asked a lot is, how do you pick your rocks? What goes into the thought process behind the stones that you use? Why do you use them? What sizes? All that different stuff. The main thing that you have to consider wherever you're located is what's available to you. All over the country, there's different types of stone. Some stones are really acidic. Some stones are made of sandstone, and look really cool, but don't last as long as something like a granite boulder. So first thing you have to consider is, what can you source? We have a bunch of stone yards local to us, and the main stone in New England is New England fieldstone. That is what the glaciers left here for us, and it's what's readily available. It's still not super easy to find. There's a lot of farmers who might sell rocks, but there's not a lot of stone yards who sell the type of stone that we need. When we're selecting rocks, we're looking for a variety of sizes. We don't want all the same size rocks. A lot of stone yards you'll go to, and they'll have palletized rock where it's all been sorted and it's pretty much all the same size, like basketballs. We're not really looking for that. We want to have a lot of character in our boulders, and we need a variety of sizes, all the way from a 6-inch cobble, depending on the project, up to a 4, 5, 6 foot boulder. It all depends. On this project, we've got 10 tons of New England fieldstone, and it's a variety from the smallest stone probably being this big, all the way up to, I think, the largest rock in the entire pond will be this one right here. This is a 36-inch boulder, and they are heavy. These are granite, and they're dense. So this is one of the heavier stones that you can use, but it fits the feel of New England. It looks natural, and that's what we're striving for, is a natural looking water feature, like Mother Nature made it herself. And now the placement of the stone is super important, and there is a lot of art and thought that goes behind that. So for this area of the pond in particular, we wanted to go from the grass height all the way down to the deepest part of the pond with a single rock. And we wanted to keep them narrow so we didn't take up a lot of space, because this is a 10-foot by 20-foot pond. We don't want to fill the entire thing up with rock. We want to use some big character rocks to really make this thing look like it's always been here, make it as natural as possible, have a lot of character, a lot of accent pieces, but we don't want to fill the entire hole of the pond with rock. So there's only this much water. You know what I'm saying? So right here, we've got tall, narrow stones that go top to bottom. And this is where the family is going to hang out. There's going to be some sitting stones over in here, and this is going to be a main congregating area for everybody where they can sit, put their feet in the water, a great place to feed the fish, all that stuff. This is going to be a great location for that. So we use some big stones right here. But if you look around the rest of this bottom ring, we used a variety of stuff, and a lot of it is smaller hand-sized stone. We want this to look like water eroded it over time, and this is what was left in place. The larger stones are more like anchor rocks. Those were there and the water couldn't move them. Whereas some of the smaller stuff, that was left after a big spring rain where the water was rushing, everything gets jostled around, and that's where they got lodged and locked. All right, guys, as you can see, we got a lot accomplished, and we still got a few more hours today to keep rocking in. We'll see how far we get. But the fun part is the next video you guys watch, it's gonna look like this. So that's all you get to see. So make sure you tune back in to see how we get there.